Geoff Calkins wrote an article today that's got a lot of traction.
Good
a lot
article,
of people talking about. Yeah, for sure. It's really good. He was talking about, basically, to sum up the article, I'm not going to give you a free preview. Go check it out on the Daily Memphian.
You got to log in?
Right. Like, yeah, I got somebody else logging. Man, I don't pay for that stuff, man. Like, for real. But so I got to log in. I got
to log in.
Yeah. Shout out.
I don't necessarily pay for it, but I got to log
in.
Yeah,
I ain't going to snitch on nobody's login I got. Anyway, there was state funding basically was allocated to the city of Memphis back in April, I believe. And long story short, that money may not be the same money that we thought it would be or how it would be allocated, whatever. There's been discussion between the two biggest sports entities in the city of Memphis, arena-wise, which is the Fedex Forum, of course, where the Grizzlies play, Tigers play, and also the Liberty Bowl, where, of course, well, I call it the Liberty Bowl. I'm not calling it whatever it is.
Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium?
No, Liberty Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to break that habit.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. Also, but I'm not actively trying to call it Simmons Banks Memorial Stadium, whatever it's called. Anyway, I know that I know the football is your heart. I know that's your thing. You played 4 years here. I think the more games than any lineman in school history, if I'm not mistaken.
Until it got broken the next year.
Oh,
I'm second. I'm second. Well, I'm third, I guess, because there's a tie for first. Yeah, two of my teammates.
I'll say this: you will not be able to change my mind about which one is more important. The Grizzlies get more priority in my mind as far as where the funding should go. But at least, can you at least show me another way of looking at this other than screw the Tigers, screw the football stadium, screw the Big 12, screw all that? Can you give me another way to look at it?
So this is the tough part. I'm not going to change your mind because I agree with you. Right. Like, you appease the damn professional team.
Right.
They're going to be there consistently. If you get a 25-year lease, they're putting a lot into this city.
Right.
This is a small market city, right? They've already given it's an influx of money. It's something we rally behind, and the team's great, and they've built a good product here, and they've had good products in the past. Like, they've tried. What I would say is, first off, let me just ask you this question. When it comes to Fedex Forum, how many issues do you have with it?
Oh, I got a few.
All right, go ahead.
The food sucks.
Okay.
It definitely needs to be. It's something like there are a few sidelines that could be better. Because I've been to, like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I went to one. You know, they say you get a mug exposed to something little, they act like they seen the world.
Right.
But, but I went to Atlanta for a Hawks game, and their arena is
immaculate.
Yeah, it's like it's not just the modernization of it, but it kind of looks like if they were playing basketball inside a crosstown concourse.
Okay.
It just looks like it fits the community, the age group of the people that are there. It's real eclectic. Like, you got like a barbershop in there. They've got like,
I think the front deal of FedEx Forum is nice, but inside there's some more amenities.
It kind of feels like you're in like this dope little civic center or something when you're inside it. It doesn't feel like you're inside an arena. Like, they've got a lot of open space dining. Like, it's just a totally different vibe. So, the sight lines are better.
I guess my big thing would be that I don't think FedEx Forum's really in need of crazy repairs. It's 20 years old.
Yeah.
It's 20 years old.
But it's not a horrible
like,
looking
you could improve it. But, like, how much money do you really need to improve it? How much more do you want from FedEx Forum?
Because the stuff I'm talking about, like, we can roll it the way it is. The food thing can be fixed. Seems like, you know.
Yeah, and that doesn't take $450 million, right? You get what I mean? Like, that's where I come from. Like, I just feel like the stadium's nice. You don't hear a lot of complaints about it. It's in a premier spot downtown Memphis. Beale Street's right there. You can get food. You can get drink. It always helps the local economy. Like, it's just, it is really in the premier spot in Memphis.
Right.
Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium was built in 1965. It's an eyesore at times. Like, it's got historical value, and I love it, and I played in it. But it needs upgrades.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately, if all things were equal and you were able to appease the Grizzlies with, say, $100 million, and you could pay out, and, you know, they extend their lease, you're all good, which this is a fairy tale scenario. I'm not, because the Grizzlies going to get whatever the hell they want. They're going to get what they want.
Yeah.
But if you're able to appease the Grizzlies with, say, $100 million, and you could get all the upgrades you needed at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium, I feel as if the potential for growth with having that done would exceed what you would even get out of $400 million worth of renovations at Fedex Forum. You get what I'm saying?
Because your Grizzly fans are going to be your Grizzly fans.
Yes, like, how much are you going to add with that $400 million worth of renovations?
Yes.
right? Are you going to bring more people from out of town just because you did that renovation? I don't think so. I feel like the stadium's good enough, and people from out of town speak highly of it. I feel like with Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium, you upgrade it, give $200 million worth of renovations, get field boxes, do all that. You're showing the ability to potentially get into a Power 5, and that would be the Big 12. Right. And if you got into the Big 12, we're talking about an influx of money to the university, an influx of money to the local economy, more butts in the seats, better opponents week in, week out. I just feel like the potential for growth at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium would exceed what you could get out of FedEx Forum if all things are equal. Yeah. But I know that's not realistic. Yeah. I know. That hinges off the fact of like, you'd have to get in the Big 12 would have to say, oh, I like what you've done. Right. Let me take you in, which is still a massive.
Because we got this big super center to play football in AAC. It's kind of
right. It would kind of fall on deaf ears. But if it ultimately grew into a Power 5 conference and more TV revenue for the university, like I feel like that would be more worth it than $400 million worth of renovations at FedEx Forum. But
because again, we're not gonna get like an All-Star game or nothing like that.
I mean, I guess you could, but you have to make sure that
we need more than a dope arena though.
That'd be sweet if they got it. If we got an All-Star game, that'd be sweet. But I mean, ultimately, I know that's not gonna happen. Like if the Grizzlies want $450 million worth of renovations, they should get it. To be honest with you, just because we don't want to piss them off. Yeah. They can leave. University of Memphis, they can't leave.
We're going to Carvey.
Now there is the argument that the University of Memphis could have got out ahead of this way back in the day. They invested like heavily in the early 2000s into basketball, and it almost paid off with a national championship. And they put football to the side. I mean, they could have invested real money into stadium upgrades for football then, but they didn't. And, you just sort of end up on the back end with your pants down to a certain extent.
Yeah, that's definitely what's going on. And I'll be real with you, Gabe, brother. I appreciate you. I respect you. I love you, brother. But I hear what you're saying about the Big 12 and all that. But real being real. The only Big 12 I care about is John Morant. So I hear you, brother. I hear you, and I know John.
I get it. Hey, look. Hey, hold up. I got.
Yeah, man. That's a tight little shirt too, man.
Yeah, no. Listen. I'm with you, but like I guess ultimately, my entire point here is I wish it took less to appease the Grizzlies. Yeah. But wishing doesn't do a damn thing about it. Like they're gonna take whatever money they want for whatever stadium renovations they want, and University of Memphis is going to be left out, and it is what it is.
Because if I could just get some booming-ass Wi-Fi in FedEx Forum, I really wouldn't care nothing about what happens at the Liberty Bowl. Because you know what, bro? I'm going to tell you a problem I get. I used to live in that area right by the Liberty Bowl, right off of Central, right?
Yeah.
And every time there was a Tiger game, my phone would not work.
I don't get that.
I could not text anybody.
It's like any big crowd. Have you noticed that? Yeah. I don't know. Like, is that by design by the stadiums? Like I don't even get that.
I think it's
every
just the
time
amount of people that are pulling on the towers.
I guess so.
But I could not send out. Like I'm at my house. I'm not at the game, bro. I'm at my house. Every Saturday around noon, my phone.
Wait, your Wi-Fi wouldn't work? Or
no, my Wi-Fi would work. My phone. Your phone. I couldn't call, couldn't text. It would totally
network.
Nothing would work.
Yeah.
Like damn you, University of Memphis football. But
get us some get some good Wi-Fi in FedEx Forum. Yeah. Use that $400 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.